feel like I want to say New York, but I'm in New Jersey. A friend of mine lives here and invited me to stay while I am I had like a, what do I want to say? So I flew in early from Los Angeles so that my flight to Egypt, which leaves tonight at 6 p.m. from JFK, I didn't want to have to be hustling and trying to get from one airport to the next. I needed some time to just sort of relax. And last night when I came in, I met my girlfriend Adina. You guys have seen her before. She does the belly dancing. Hi everybody, how are you? Thank you all for the birthday love and the birthday gifts. Thank you so much. So I met my girlfriend Adina, and then we came to stay with my friend Jeremy. And last night we went for a walk and just relaxed. And then I got to sleep. Like I haven't slept because I've been so in preparation for Egypt. And the things that we have to do in order to leave, like we have to pass through COVID land, which is like, you know, all these tests. Like I had to take a test at the very last moment in order to be able to get on the airplane, to get something called a QR code. Like it's a really intricate thing trying to get out of the country with COVID land happening. And so I made sure that I could come to New York and sit down so that I wasn't just in stress because I've been planning energetically for this trip I've been planning for a year. And so there was sort of a buildup. I'm just sort of moving around. There was a sort of a buildup in my consciousness around it of like, what if something goes wrong, right? And even though I do spiritual work and I'm creating my reality, I often still have to contend with the shadow part of myself that is, you know, when I'm doing something new that I've not done before, when I don't have memory of something, that it feels like it can be outside of my power. So I have to create the space for grace and ease to occur. Now let me tell y'all something, right? When I tell y'all the universe is getting so motherfucking magical right now, and you know, my friend that I'm staying here with, Jeremy, he's very, like, he's intellectual and he really cares about the homeless populations everywhere and all. And, you know, a lot of us are really invested in the wellness of Black people, like Black people really, really coming online. And my belief, and I'm just talking about this because Saturn is in Aquarius today. Saturn is karma. My belief is that Black people own the spiritual dimension, the creative world, the subconscious. And there's this thing that's happening where we keep trying to take the old paths, marching, voting, economy, talking the economy and all that kind of, the economy of Black people, and black dollars only circulate through the Black community one time, but Asian dollars circulate through the Asian community 30 times. Who gives a fuck about dollars and all that? When you have the kind of fucking spiritual power we have, we don't need that shit. The problem that we keep trying to do it is the problem. The whole economy is built on our motherfucking backs. Why are we trying to do what everybody else does? Everything is built on us, right? So the opportunity for us is to really awaken spiritually, to wake up spiritually. That is our birthright, to wake up spiritually and then begin to manipulate the reality according to our needs. So let me tell y'all what happened yesterday when I was on the plane. So yesterday I did all this packing. We're packing for 2 weeks. I've not packed for this amount of time, and I can't even tell you how long. So I was like, okay. And then I realized, I was like, I need a battery charger for my phone that I can just charge and travel with, right? And I just didn't get a chance to do it. I didn't get a chance to get to the store to buy one of those travel battery chargers. It didn't happen, right? So I realized that. I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. And then I get off, I fly to Denver, and I'm at Denver for 2 hours. And then I get on the plane in Denver and I fly to LaGuardia. And when I get off at LaGuardia, I go sit down in the airport because this is where I'm arriving, and I need to find my baggage. I need to call Jeremy to let him know, to send me a car and all that sort of stuff. I sit down, and right in the chair next to me in the airport is a phone battery charger. Someone left it there for me. Okay? That is what I'm talking about as black people. We have fucking power. Let me tell you what happened when I was in the airplane. Right? So I flew Southwest. I think this might be my last Southwest flight just because it can be tedious, like trying to find seats. So I'm Monique, and I'm 5'4". For those of you guys who've never seen me in person, I'm 5'5", and I weigh 132 pounds. And I weigh about a size, my clothing is about a size 4. So I go in to sit down, and I take the window seat. And then the seat next to me is empty, and then there's a white man sitting, but he's young. He's probably like 27. And he has long hair. He, looks like a surfer maybe or something. He sits in there, and then the plane is full, right? So here comes this man who's like 6'5". He's about 66 years old. He has white hair. He's white. And he's probably 300 pounds and sits in the center. And I was like, oh, this is about to be interesting because, all right, cool. So he sits in the center, and I tell myself, do not shrink back because you have this big man. Do not become small because this big man is sitting here. Don't do it, right? So at some point, about 2 hours into the flight, I'm sharing the armrest with him. And he says to me, "This is my armrest." And I was like, oh, we have to share the armrest because this is my arm. That's your armrest on the other side. I said, but you want me to remove this? You want me to remove this shoulder off because I just need elbow room. And I said, well, here, what if we just pretend like we are role husband and wife? Let's just be role husband and wife, and we can just be cozy with one another. Let's do it that way. I don't want a role wife. I want elbow room. And I said, well, we're here together, so we're going to have to work this out. So inside of myself, because I know I'm creating my reality, all of this is my reality that I've created, I go inside of myself and I ask myself, why are you creating this? Literally, just in the split second, I go and I ask myself, why am I creating this? And then I heard myself say, so that you can take your power back. And I went, okay. So in that moment, I say to myself, do not make yourself small. So energetically, I start pushing my energy out, pushing my energy out, pushing my energy out. Not pushing my body out. I have both of my arm. I have one arm in the thing, and I have my legs planted square in front of me. And he's a big man, so he cannot really do much because he is a big man. But he wants me to accommodate his bigness, and I'm not gonna fucking do it, right? So in my mind, I literally just see him as a child, right? Because I don't want to go to war with him, but I see him as an 8-year-old. And I literally see myself as his fucking mother. And I just start soothing him energetically. And as I soothe him energetically, I feel my energy relaxing. I'm taking my power back. And then in my mind, I bind him behind his arms and his legs. I bind him in like that pose in yoga where your feet are holding your arms, and where you're like that. I bind him like that in my mind. And within a split second, he crosses his arms together and pulls his legs in. And that's the fuck it. It's over. That's it. It doesn't happen anymore. That's what I'm fucking talking about as black people. It's so important for us to recognize how our power works. And the fact that we are trying to fight outside, like by marching and making, is the wrong way to do it. We are spiritually powerful. We have to do it internally because we are creating this reality because the melanin and the sun and the environment is responding to us. The environment, the frequency on the planet is up leveling, and we are the first ones. We are the first line of shifting energy because of the melanin in our psyche, in our system. And if we understand how to do it with love, Not with hatred. I didn't go into a story about him being a racist. I didn't do any of that shit. I just was like, this is my motherfucking reality. I created it. He is born out of my psyche. So I'm going to go into my fucking psyche and bind his ass with love and softness and mommy energy. It's all good. I don't even make it hard. And literally, that was the end of it. So I just want us to know that miracles are our birthright, and when we understand how to use it, and it's very important and significant that you heal the trauma, because if you're holding on to trauma, you cannot do this kind of work. The trauma will supersede your creations. The trauma, you will continue to project the trauma, and the trauma will be the thing that, and that's why black people are walking around, with Karens and people because don't fight with fucking Karen. Go in your mind and go, why would I create a fucking Karen? Why is Karen harassing me right now? Because somewhere you've given your power away. And if you do the internal work to learn how to manipulate the reality, the universe will lay Karen down on her belly. And Karen will be like, what can I do for you, mama? Because you are the mother. Like, we birthed this country. We nurse their children from our bosom. We nurse them. Their mothers didn't nurse them, okay? Their mothers didn't nurse them. So energetically, from 400 years ago, we have the power. We are the holders of the power. And if we're not using it, it's using us. So Saturn is at the 7th degree of Aquarius. And Saturn in Aquarius is your original, your identity, your divine identity in the earth realm. Saturn in Aquarius says, be God on the fucking earth. Be God on the earth, right? And at the 7th degree is generosity. The universe is withholding nothing from you. The universe is not trying to hold anything from, the universe is like, whatever you say it is, the universe is like, if you say it's, the universe is like, if you say it's racist and they hate you, then of course, have it your way. The universe is like, if you say that you are loved and adored everywhere you go, then have it your way. It's up to you. It's up to you. So if you keep telling yourself it's hard, they don't, they can't, they won't, I can't, they ain't, you will continue to recreate that. You gotta really understand that you are the creator of the reality from the inside out. And the stories you're telling yourself is what you're experiencing. The moon is at the 20th degree of Scorpio, and Scorpio is the shadow, right? Scorpio is the shadow, the stuff that's hard, our sexuality, but alchemy. But so Scorpio is the place where we can transform things. Scorpio is where we can come and go, okay, this is like this right now. I'm going to see it in a different way. I'm going to do a ritual to make it something different, because you can alchemize it. And the sun in Virgo means that we have the power to integrate and transmute these energies right now. That's exactly what it is. So with that, you all, I love y'all so very much. If y'all want to take the Saturn and Aquarius class, you can go to my link tree. You can sign up for the Saturn and Aquarius class and start doing the work to really claim your true identity. And remember, and like, I don't know, like maybe you guys don't have as much trauma as I carried, but it's in your family. You gotta clear up your family karma. The family karma will block you, literally, and your creations won't come into full manifestation if you're holding karma from all sorts of family shit. Like, so many of us have molestation in our families and addiction in our families. All that stuff blocks this. All that stuff will keep you, in situations that really don't feel aligned to you. So I encourage you to do the work. I love y'all so much. I am just so excited. So I'm going to Egypt. I'm leaving at 3 o'clock today. I'm going to Egypt. I have been dreaming about pyramids since I was a little girl. I have been dreaming about, I used to dream about ISIS and all that since I was a child. And so I'm very, very, very excited to have an opportunity to go remember, because we've all done this many, many, many times, hundreds of thousands of times. And the work is to wake yourself up in this incarnation. And when you wake yourself up, all the old shit falls away. It really falls away. And when you need stuff, the universe will just sit it in your lap, right? So I needed a phone battery, and the universe was just like, okay, she needs a phone battery. I get off the airport, and there it is, right there. So the very thing I was looking for that I didn't have a chance to get to the store, the universe brought it to me. And that's so fucking random, right? I needed a battery for my phone, and I get off the airplane, sit down, and a battery is right there. You cannot make this shit up. I literally just say to God, God, you are such a fucking show off. God, you are such a, do you have to be such a show off? Oh my God, you are such a show off. So this is the life that is ours to live. It is our birthright. We don't have to be here struggling and trying to make ends meet and, getting killed in the middle of the streets and, not able to get the job promotion we want and all that kind of stuff. You can imagine that stuff and put out the frequency, and nobody will be able to, because nobody has the spiritual power that we have. Nobody can touch our spiritual power, and everything starts in the spirit world. Everything starts in the spirit world. So that's all I gotta say. All right, I love y'all very, very much. My birthday is actually tomorrow. My birthday is September 12th, but I don't know what my life is gonna be like. So that's why I've been talking about my birthday. My birthday is all month. I'm celebrating my birthday all month. And with that, thank you all for your gifts. Thank you for all of you who have donated and given me birthday gifts. Thank you. I just love you all so much, because we are here at this time on the planet to change the reality that we've been living in. That 400-year time period of being in America, being condemned in the way that we've been, it's over. But nobody can do it for you. You've got to do it for yourself. You got to wake yourself up. And I'm just here to show you the possibilities, because I'm doing it for myself so that we can all do it together. All right. Yes, I do have Cash App. You go check my page and you can see my Cash App is $ Monique Ruffin. That's it. Yeah, my Cash App is $ Monique Ruffin. All right, beauties, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love you. I'm going to come back every day I can. As long as I can do this, I'll be here sharing whatever it is that comes forth for the astrology of the day. Use the energy today to really look at the karma in your family and in your own life that will keep you from being able to live into your power. And clear that stuff out. Begin to release those patterns so that you can get free and have your power. All right, peace and blessings. I love you too. Bye-bye.